Welcome back to the Rambler Sports Locker. I'm Eric Moran, joined alongside RSL reporter Abbey Sileo to discuss the Loyola Chicago Ramblers' loss to the Oregon State Beavers. Abbey, this was a really sloppy game. How did Oregon State ultimately come up on top on this one?
Yeah, this was a really disappointing and heartbreaking loss for Ramblers, who have been stellar all season. But at the end of the day, as you said, Loyola's sloppy offense was truly the downfall in this game. There were times where they were open for three-pointers and layups in those really important moments, but they just didn't capitalize on them enough. And even with their still solid defense drawing 10 turnovers, they were only able to score 1 point off of them. And during the first half particularly, Loyola's shooting percentage was just 17%. Very disappointing, and the offense could not step up in time to come back in the second half. Oregon State, on the other hand, were far more consistent offensively and still put up solid numbers against the Loyola defense. I got to give special props to Ethan Thompson. He's been a pillar of the Beavers throughout the team's run, and in this game, he was no exception. He led the Beavers with 22 points, which included some dunks, and he had 4 rebounds and 4 assists. And Oregon State also made great use out of their bench players. In fact, every player on the Beavers roster scored at least 2 points today, and 15 points came from the bench as opposed to Loyola only having 8 bench points. So all of these, I think, were key factors in the Beavers' 65-58 victory over the Ramblers.
Now that the season is over, there's going to be a lot of talk about what this team will look like come next season. What do we know so far about next season's Ramblers?
Yeah, so a big topic of conversation has been the seniors and co-captains Lucas Williamson and Cameron Krutwig. They were freshman starters during the Final Four run in 2018, and this could potentially be their last game. We are still uncertain if they will use their extra year of eligibility, but if not, they have still been incredible and instrumental to this team's success over the past 4 years. And in terms of head coach Porter Moser, I know there's been rumors going around about his departure from Loyola, and when asked about it today during post-game press conferences, he said he hasn't given it much thought yet. So there are some components of the Ramblers' future that are very uncertain, but we can just hope that the depth that we have right now will carry us into next season.
Our RSL reporter Amelia Ickes was at the game in Indianapolis and had a few words to say about the fan experience.
I'm RSL reporter Amelia Ickes, live here at the Bankers Life Fieldhouse, where the number 8 seed Loyola Chicago Ramblers just fell to the number 12 seed Oregon State Beavers. The fan reaction in the building, there's a lot of Oregon State fans still here, still yelling, and the Loyola fans started clearing out with honestly 5 minutes left on the board. The game was pretty disappointing throughout the entire game for Loyola fans. So people started clearing out pretty early, but the Oregon State fans are still here, and they're still cheering for this unexpected victory. For the Rambler Sports Locker, I'm Amelia Ickes.
Thanks, Amelia, and thanks, Abbey, for your commentary. And thank you to the audience for following our tournament coverage throughout Loyola's run this tournament season. For all the latest things Loyola sports, follow us on our social media pages at Loyola RSL. For the Rambler Sports Locker, I'm Eric Moran.